WDW Radio, your information station.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to WDW Radio Live. I am Lou Mangello, and this is the WDW Newscast for Wednesday, April 16th, 2013. I am here to help you have the best possible Disney vacation experience. And if you can't get here as often as you like, I want to try and bring you a little bit of Disney magic with this live broadcast every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here at WDWRadioLive.com. Also, visit WDWRadio.com for my weekly audio podcast, which you can find over on iTunes, new videos, the blog, discussion forums, my Disney in a Minute videos, Walt Disney World trivia books, 102 ways to save money for and at Walt Disney World book, and my mobile apps, newsletter, live events, and lots more. Again, you can find everything over at WDWRadio.com. Speaking of live events, tonight's show is brought to you by MousekeMeets.com. It is a brand new Disney fan event that is coming to Roanoke, Virginia, June 12th and 13th, 2014. It is brought to you by DisneyDaddy.blogspot.com. You know, Chuck Lionberger, longtime friend of the show, and sponsored by our friends over at MouseFanTravel.com. It is going to be a 2-day, 3-event, kind of a little Disney meet. Thursday, I'm actually going to be heading on up, and I'm going to be speaking on how I and Disney use social media to connect with people, not just online, but offline and real life. Friday, we're going to have a full day Disney meet with a sort of a spooky twist to it, and then a special dinner on Friday night. The nice thing is, you guys can choose the events that you want to attend, and Chuck was nice enough to give a promo code that's good from tonight through 12:05 a.m. Monday morning, 10% off your registration to the day session and to dinner. That code is WDW Radio. There you go. For more information, check out the website over at MousekeMeets.com. All right, let's get right into this week's Walt Disney World news, and I'm going to start off with something close to my heart because my heart is filled with lots of geeky goodness, in case you haven't been able to tell as yet. I'm super stoked for Star Wars weekends coming up this year. There's extended Star Wars weekends. Mark Hamill is coming. There's new merch. Now, there's the new Ultimate Star Wars VIP Tour. That's going to be an ultimate day filled with the most sought-after services and experiences for fans of all ages. This includes a VIP tour with exclusive opportunities for shopping, reserved seating at special events, VIP access to attractions, lots more. It's sort of a combination between a traditional guided park tour and a VIP tour. You're going to be in a group of no more than 40 people, escorted by a Disney VIP tour guide, and you're going to get things like the best seats in the house for shows at the Premier Theater, like Stars of the Saga, expedited access to attractions like Star Tours, Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, Toy Story Midway Mania, and lots of other ones, a private continental breakfast at the Hollywood Brown Derby, reserved locations to see the Legends of the Force parade, a table service lunch inside Disney's Hollywood Studios, and special shopping time over at Darth's Mall. Then, after the tour is over, you're going to have some free time to tour the park on your own before the perfect end to the day, which includes a VIP viewing and a dessert party for the brand new Symphony of the Stars fireworks show. And of course, there's always going to be a few other surprises as well. The other surprise is the cost. It is going to be $499 per person, plus tax. Does not include the cost of theme park admission. Just to compare, a normal VIP tour costs about $355 per hour for a minimum of 6 hours, which is over $2,000. So this is now a 7-hour Ultimate Star Wars VIP tour for less than $500 as opposed to $2,000, and includes 2 meals and a dessert buffet, private seating, all that kind of stuff. You can call 407-934-7973 to reserve a space. It opened up last week, so you can start calling right away. And I would love to know what you guys think about this. I know a lot of you who are watching, there's a lot of crossover between the Disney and the Star Wars fandom, especially you can tell how popular Star Wars weekends are. What do you guys think about this new VIP package? A sort of tour guide-led VIP all-day experience. I'm sure a lot of you are going to Star Wars weekends. Is this something that you guys would consider? Leave your answers in the comments below or tweet me at Lou Mangello or comment on the Facebook page. Now, if maybe $4.99 is a little bit out of your price range, but you still dig all the cool Star Wars-y goodness, I've got some other news for you, because Star Wars D-Tech Me, that personalized merchandise experience, now has new offerings for this year's Star Wars weekends. It's going to be located on Soundstage 1 between Studio Backlot Tour and Toy Story Midway Mania. It's a reservation-only experience that gives you a chance to purchase a Star Wars figurine made with your own faces. I actually have one right there. I did a Stormtrooper last year. Well, now there's new merchandise this year that includes an Alderaan princess. She looks a lot like Princess Leia, and an X-Wing pilot. Last year, they had 7-inch figures for the Carbon Freeze Me experience and the Stormtrooper. That was sort of the launch of this new high-tech merchandise event. This year, you can now get both the Stormtrooper, the Carbon Freeze Me, the X-Wing pilot, and the Alderaan princess. And they also have something a little bit different and very, very special. They're offering a 16-inch figure for those who are looking to sort of supersize their experience. So here, if you're watching, you can see the comparison between the 7-inch D-Tech Me Experience figure. That's $99.95 each, plus shipping and handling. Again, they are not printed on site. You have to wait about 3 to 4 weeks before they come in. The 16-inch figurines are $1499.95. That's $1,499.99 plus shipping and sales tax. You also get a button, and they're saying now it's probably about 7 weeks before you get it. Again, you can call 407 WDW Tech in order to make your reservation. Sometimes you can do walk-ups, and if you are doing that May 15th Rebel Rendezvous that I talked about a few weeks ago, you'll be among the first to experience the D-Tech Me experience. Very curious to see if anybody gets, certainly the big figs look pretty cool, but it does have a premium price tag attached to it. All right, let's go from one special event to another. Star Wars Weekends is one of my favorites, but Earth Day is coming on April 22nd, and the Disney's Animal Kingdom is going to celebrate the Party for the Planet, and it's one of 2 celebrations on Earth Day, April 22nd. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, there's going to be a fun, interactive experience for guests of all ages, showing people how to make backyard wildlife friendly and find different ways to sort of connect with and conserve wildlife. You can get up close to animals, play games, do crafts, do some other educational activities as well. You can also head on over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, where you can play a supermarket game, learn how purchases at the market can make a significant difference for wildlife and habitats. Lots of cast members going to be on site who work on conservation projects around the world. You'll also be educated about Alaskan brown bears, which are featured in the new Disney nature film Bears, which comes out this Friday, April 18th. Lots of special merchandise as well, too. And there's also ways that you can donate to the National Park Foundation through Disney's Wildlife Conservation Fund. You can also head on over to Epcot and get a hands-on lesson for how to protect sea turtles over at the Seas with Nemo and Friends by using a turtle extruder device, which helps sea turtles safely escape from fishing nets. You can also learn about coral reef conservation, manatees, sharks, and other other ocean creatures throughout the attractions. I'm only kidding, of course. And over in Interventions, the Vision House is a new groundbreaking green home show exhibit where you can learn about sustainable living through games, displays, and other activities. For more information, visit the Disney Parks blog. Also, coming up this weekend, there are some changes. It is one of, if not the busiest weekends of the year. The Easter Bunny and Spring Break crowds are on their way, and somebody else is coming as well, too, because starting Easter Sunday, April 20th, Anna and Elsa, their meet and greet is going to move from Norway to the Magic Kingdom, Fairy Tale, Princess Hall, and Fantasyland. Reservations for the meet and greets can be made by visiting the FastPass Plus page on the official Walt Disney World website, or obviously doing it on your smartphone as well. I want to really quickly touch on happenings over at the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. Obviously, things are in full bloom. I was there the other day. There's lots of great stuff going on, especially if you have kids. Definitely bring your kids. There's a lot of fun things going on. And check out some of the things that maybe you haven't done before or maybe aren't on your list. There's a great Gardens of the World tour. It's a 3-hour tour led by a Disney horticulturist. Tickets are $64 per person. You can call 407-WW Tour to find out more. But I highly, highly recommend going over to the UK Pavilion and checking out the English Tea Garden Tour. It's a no cost. That means free, kids. 20-minute tour presented by Twinings of London. You can sign up at the Tea Caddy. They run 3 or 4 tours throughout the day. I went over, brought my kids. I met the Twinings guy. Like, his last name actually is Twining. Talked a lot about tea. Did the tour. Had a great magical moment by some exceptional cast members like Sarah and Danielle over at the UK Pavilion. It's free. It's a lot of fun. You might even get a little special surprise at the end. And if you're a tea drinker interested, it's really a neat free thing to do over at Epcot. And again, only runs during the Flower and Garden Festival. Something else that just is kicking off that I am obviously very excited about because you know me and my love of food. Let me ask you this. Do you ever wish that you could sort of hang out in Epcot after the fireworks were over, just sort of grab a drink, maybe some appetizers with some friends, go on over to one of your favorite little bars or eateries? Well, now you can. Because beginning tomorrow, April 17th, Epcot guests who just want to sort of relax and have some food and drink after Illuminations, Reflections of Earth are going to have a variety of different special options to enjoy because the Disney Parks blog just announced Epcot After Hours Wine Down. It is a reservation-only experience that allows visitors to avoid the rush out of the parks after it closes while still getting a chance to sample some of World Showcase's delicious foods and beverages. It features 4 different experiences over at La Cava del Tequila in Mexico, the Spice Road Table in Morocco, Tuttogusto in Italy, and the Rose and Crown Pub in the United Kingdom. So after Illuminations is over, each of those locations are going to have small bites, sort of tapas style, paired with a beverage flight. It's going to run from 9:20 to 11 o'clock p.m., and you could obviously purchase additional food and beverages during the event. It starts April 17th, runs right now through September 15th, 2014. The cost is $35 plus tax and gratuity. Reservations are required. You do need to call 407 WDW Dine. Or you can also check in day of with guest relations over at Epcot if there is available space. I did some digging around to find out some questions that I know people had. Kids can come to the after hours, but they do not have to buy one of the $35 tickets. They can order off a kids menu and just pay for what they order. However, there are no tables in Wonderland or other discounts because it is a hard ticketed event like a Not So Scary Halloween party or a Christmas party. I actually talked to Dwayne Bevel from the Orlando Sentinel this week. The article ran yesterday or today, I think, talking about people's reactions to it. So I want to know, what do you think? Do you like this idea of the after hours wind down? It's $35. And again, think about it. You get a beverage pairing, so an alcoholic beverage pairing, and a variety of small bites. You can also buy additional food. If you look at some of the menus, things like that, it actually is a pretty good deal, I think, because I think what you're getting is that exclusivity of having that park all to yourself, not getting rushed out. You get a sense of ownership, get to sort of relax after Illuminations, take your time for a couple of hours before you have to leave at 11 and then head over to one of the resort lounges if you want to keep the evening going. But I want to know what you guys think. Now, people like Gareth Pemberton are saying it's great. Nicole Laframboise says, I love this idea. Nepal says, I love it. Love it. Cool idea. Sounds great to me. I'll do this for sure, says Nepal. I'll definitely do this next time I'm there. Grace at the Beach Club, really liking the idea. I am with all of you. I heard this and I smiled and I totally dug it because it includes Epcot and food and drink. And again, that sense of that special VIP type experience. And that really is what you're paying for. And I think we're actually going to try this in the next couple of weeks and certainly are going to report on it for you, maybe even do a live review while we're there to definitely check it out. Rivers Cohen says, $35 just to hang out and miss the rush. Sign me up. So no one's ever rushed us out. Great idea, says Kathy JJ, to mix and mingle and meet new people. Becky Menken says, wonder where I'm going to be after Illuminations. Becky's trying to sign up just to see if she could do it every night during her trip. Yeah, we'll definitely report on this for you, but I would love to know what you guys think as well. Also, please don't forget, speaking of special events and things to do with friends, don't forget about MousekeMeets this June up in Roanoke, Virginia. Also, don't forget about our cruise on the Disney Wonder next year, next June through the 8th, 2015, 7 days, 7 nights, or 6 days, 7 nights, whatever it works out to be. It's a week in Alaska with friends on the WDW Radio cruise. If you can't make it next year, there's still time and there's still space to join us this year for our Neverland and Sea. You see what I did there? The Neverland and Sea event, August 7th through the 14th, 2014, starting off with a couple days in Walt Disney World and then followed by 4 days on the Disney Dream. You could do either. You could do both. Both is always better. So you can go to the events page over at WDWradio.com to find out more. Also, while you're on the site, be sure and go visit the shop page and go check out Disney102.com. That is my new book, 102 Ways to Save Money for and at Walt Disney World. I am so grateful to all of you who've gone out to Amazon.com, left such wonderful reviews there. Many of you are also sharing pictures of your book out and about in the wild. You've taken the book out and are sharing pictures of you with the book. And also, the book is now available on Kobo and directly from iBooks. So you can now get it wherever, however you want it in the format that you like it. But please head on over to Amazon.com, do a search for the book, and leave a review there. It is very, very helpful and very much appreciated. That is going to do it for tonight's show. Please join me again next weekend, every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here at WDWRadioLive.com. I am Lou Mongello. Thanks so very much for watching. Have a great week, everybody. See ya.